Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I wanted to come and do this quick video, wrestling talk, and we're gonna be talking about three things. I don't want to make this too long, so let's get started. One of the things I want to talk about is the Divas Evolution pay per view. I am so excited about this pay per view. I think we can do a lot with it, and seeing that some of the females are going on and want to challenge superstars like Mickey James wants to challenge Trish Stratus. That's a match we have seen time and time again many years ago. I just think we need to see Trish wrestle somebody else. Now see, now one thing I was very shocked to see was Bayley challenged Lita. I would thought Amber Moon would have been the one to challenge Lita because both of them are high flyers, or a three-way high flyer move. High flyer like Lita versus Lita. I would have had preferred to see Lita versus Naomi versus Amber Moon. It would have. I think that would be one of the best matches for Evolution. Now, as I know, I might not. I'm just. Y'all know how I am. I'm very political when it comes to especially WWE Divas. And I'm really telling y'all, some viewers, I do not want to see Russell at all in the Divas first ever pay per view, and I'll get to it after. I do not want to see the Iconics, Peyton, Royce, and Billie Kay, or Alana, because them three to me, it's them three. I do not consider top divas. Why? Because to me, I think they need a little more work, and I feel like people who didn't hardly need much work, who are still in NXT, who are females, should be already on that main roster. I'm just saying. Now, I have only one thing I will want to see at the Women's Evolution, and that is I want to see Jazz. I would love to see Jazz to make that return to the WWE. She was once part of the WWE. She had a great rivalry with Trish Stratus, Lita, Victoria, and I would love to see Jazz versus, and I don't know if people will want to see this, Jazz versus Tamina Snuka, or Jazz versus Naomi. Which one of those ladies, current females I name, you really want to see wrestle Jazz if Jazz returns? Now, another thing is, I believe this is the time they will reveal, and I'm just saying, I think they will reveal the women's tag team, and I'm saying it, the women's tag team. Because it's so funny that the Bellas said the other night that they will be happy to be part of this Women's Evolution. So if they are, I know they're going to be revealing. I think the surprise at the Evolution will be the women's tag team titles. And I think now they have enough women to do it. Now let's think of it. You take all the women of Raw, all the women of SmackDown, and NXT, and you share that tag team title with all three brands. That would work. Whoever it is. I mean, yeah, but I'm going to say if it did come out, if it actually did do that, I can actually tell y'all, just me looking at it, who could be the first ever tag team champions. And I don't know if people will agree with me, but I have only two in mind. I will say Sasha and Bayley, or Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Those would, if they had tag teams at the moment, yeah, those would be the two. If I could say a third, if the Bellas came back, the Bella Twins. Those were my top three. So that's that. I want to talk about that. But then I want to talk about Gail Kim. How she's one of the things I was very disappointed in Gail Kim are saying was, oh, she first, she started off saying, oh, that's I'm happy about the women's revolution, congratulations and everything. And then the person proceeded to ask her, would you return to the Divas, to WWE for the Divas Evolution? And it, to me, it sounded like shade that Gail Kim throwed at the situation, because she said, if I return, TNA Impact only. The reason I want to say this, and I wanted to put it in the way like this. Gail, how can you say that where you are notarized, you've been in this industry for a long time, but don't forget, you were a WWE wrestler first. That's one. You are second. You are a WWE Women 3-time Women's Champion second. And don't forget, you left TNA at one point in time and came back for a while and then went back to TNA. So you feel like you feel honor. You have to honor TNA because they inducted you in the TNA Hall of Fame. I feel like you owe some respect to WWE. Your first title reign was in the WWE. So I feel like you need to give the fans what they want. And I'm saying, if she actually did change her mind and decided, oh, I'm going to go and be part of the Evolution, I would love to see Gail Kim versus Asuka. Now, I would love to see that. So thumbs up this video if you want it. If Gail Kim actually just make if Gail Kim changed her mind and then to become part of the Evolution pay-per-view, would you want to see Gail Kim versus Asuka? That's all I have to say about that. But then the Divas Revolution in general has impacted the indie circuit. They are doing so much well, but it's several divas that I know. I don't know if they still wrestle, but who is in the situation. It's like older, like like Mercedes Martinez, and one of the couple of names I know from. I'm a member from WEW or OVW. So let me start with WEW. I think everybody will remember G.I. Ho. Yeah, G.I. Ho. She was a pretty good wrestler, so she'll be a great somebody that I think would have been a great to be part of the WWE. Only just to change that last part. I understand we were kept, but we need to change the name. The other person I will feel would be Angel Orsini. Oh my God, I think she'll make a great impact on the WWE as well. Let's see. Primetime Amy Lee. If Primetime was still there, she would have been their road dog. She would be even though she was a big girl, hey, I think she would have made an impact. Let's see. Last but not least, Navajo. Navajo, she was a Native American wrestler that I liked it on there. So yeah, that would have been great. Now when it comes to OVW had only 2 females that I like, but they had several African Americans. So let me talk about Tasha Bingham's. If you remember Tasha Bingham's, better known as Rockacon, yeah, she was once part of the WWE, but not in the thing that you think. She was part of the Diva Search, and I remember her, and then she went from Diva Search. We never see her for a couple of years until she showed up on TNA as Raka Khan and stuff. And she's I mean, she's a great competitor. I think WWE might want to consider assigning her. Now another part diva I really wish it was on OVW. She's known as JoJo, but when she was on TNA, her name was Sir Jonah Bolt. I think she has something there that WWE can work with. Now another person, I don't know, I don't think she wrestles anymore, but her name was Epiphany. And Epiphany was a beautiful African American, voluptuous type, like body type is almost like Nia Jax, and she was a multiple OVW Women's Champion. So it would be kind of cool to see her to come and be part of it. But y'all, out of every topic I just talked about, what is your best topic? What is the best topic so far I have talked about on this women's WWE Women's Wrestling Talk? Until then, I'm Alicia Burton. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.